Hey guys, Hiffy here. Big fat Hiffy. And there's been like a lot of Godzilla monster arts images on the internet. This Twitter account released these images. I think these guys took photos of these things at the Comic-Con that happened recently. But check this out. There's this one of Mothra. And I know a lot of you guys have seen this Mothra already. These are the SH Monster Arts toys. And these are really revealing when it comes to the models that we probably get to expect for the film. Because even though a trailer has been released, we only saw a certain amount of some of these kaiju titans. So we get to see them at like their full scale here. And from a lot of different angles. So most likely these represent just what we're going to be seeing in the film for the most part. So that's pretty damn epic. Now, I don't have any SH Monster Arts figures myself, but I do have NECA figures. But check out this Mothra. It's actually very vibrant in color, more so than what I've expected. So, I know a lot of people are talking shit about the style here. How Mothra does look kind of weird. I don't really mind it so much. It was really hard for me to imagine before the trailer came out what Mothra was going to look like in the Monsterverse, because of course they're shooting, it seems, more for believability and realism than what we're used to in the past. So how are they going to make a big-ass moth a believable creature? And I guess this is how they're going about with it. And of course it seems like her arms are very dexterous and agile, so she's most likely going to use her arms to peck the shit out of monsters in the film. But check this out, I do have a NECA figure. Now, NECA, I really enjoy their figures. I have a few action figures by NECA as well. And I just think, I'm looking forward to the NECA stuff for this upcoming King of Monsters film. And like the articulation points and stuff is generally quite hidden in these NECA figures. You can't really see them as easily, I think, as you can see in some of the Monster Arts figures, like the big gaps and stuff in them. But I could be wrong, I don't know, man. I haven't had a SH Monster Arts figure before, but for those of you who have, I know you've said a lot of really good things about them. So, but what are your expectations for these upcoming toys for King of the Monsters? And look at that, Mothra has quite a wingspan here. And of course, she's going to be like bioluminescent in the film. So I wonder if this toy is going to light up and shit. I doubt it. But check this out. Here are just a few more angles of Mothra. Ah, look at that. Look at those wings. Those are freaking epic. Yeah, and I don't know what the price points are going to be for these things. Now here's King Ghidorah. And the wings are very vast and expansive. More so than what we're used to with King Ghidorah in previous iterations. I think that adds to the believability of the creature, because some of the older versions of King Ghidorah, the wings were very short, and it was like, how the fuck is that monster supposed to fly with such a short wingspan? So it's going to add to the believability, I think. Now, as for this toy, I don't really care too much for it, but I really like the concept images of King Ghidorah for the film, and I also like what we've seen of King Ghidorah in the trailer so far. So I think the toy here is just not really bringing to life what we're going to see in the film. Like, just the position it's in, and the posture and shit. I don't know if this is very representative of what is a believable kaiju, but it's probably just the toy itself, you know what I mean? I think the head actually looks awesome on it, and like I said, I like the wingspan. So there's a lot to look forward to, I think, in the film. And here's the Godzilla. Wait a second, this is some statue, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is just a statue. But a lot of people have pointed out how its toes are like really long, like the Showa era or something. And they're not like elephant feet. Like this is, you know, the Godzilla from NECA. And its feet, maybe it's kind of hard to see in this, but it's not as prominent. You know, the toes sticking out and shit. And this one has really big toenails and stuff. And I think even the hands and fingernails have been refined some, in the teeth and stuff like that. And the spikes on the back, the tip of the tail, there's a lot of differences. things that have been adjusted, I think, for this film. This is actually a nice shot of the toy, and I really like this angle, actually. It's the first I've seen of it. But damn, yeah, that pose is awesome. This toy actually looks a lot better from this angle, I think. And even this one. Yeah, the heads and necks seem more lively in this photo. They're not just all dangling like the initial image that I showed of King Ghidorah. But I like this, and they all look somewhat distinct from one another, the position, and you could perhaps even imagine the thought processes are different. Oh, but that's just Iceman's take. What do you guys think? Oh, gee whiz, look at this. Yeah, these are hogs of photos, man. Yeah, and look at this one. Like, this head is like looking over here, perhaps acknowledging the other two heads when they're both focused on something, perhaps. And this one's kind of, has a different impression. Or this is epic, man. This shot actually looks really nice as well. I just didn't really care for it when they're all three like positioned the same. Yeah, this looks GG, bruh. What do you guys think of that? Holy shit. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing King Ghidorah come alive on the big screen. Look at these angles, man. Yeah, these are nice. And I don't have a King Ghidorah figure myself, but I'll probably hold off until the NECA comes out with something. I think they're probably going to be cheaper, right, the NECA stuff. And I don't really want to spend too much money on toys. I mean, I have so much shit from, like, Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, and I just have too many toys, brah. So I'd rather probably get maybe something on a smaller scale by NECA and maybe even save some cash while I do it. But I might pick up some of these SH Monster Arts figures. I don't know yet. We'll see what they're like upon release. But here's actually the first time I've seen the back of it. And of course it has the classic two tails. And yeah, this thing looks epic, man. They did a great job. Like, I'm really pleased with the monster models in this film. I didn't know what to expect. When I knew Rodan was going to have an appearance in King Ghidorah and Mothra, it was really hard to imagine how are they going to go about to make these things believable and to appease the fan base and stuff like that. But, I mean, this is just Iceman's opinion, but I feel like they kind of did a really good job at that. Now, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And here's the Godzilla. See, but like I said, you can really see these gaping entries here, although it is really well lit. So that probably has some to do with it. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have enough basis for this, but I feel like the SH Monster Arts figures that I have seen, they just have a tendency to be a bit more like gaping with their articulation points from the NECA ones. But of course it allows for more articulation, which is nice, but if you don't care as much for that, and you're willing to sacrifice some articulation for realism, then the NECA, offers a really nice, more, I don't know, I feel like these generally, they're not as noticeable, the articulation points. But, yeah, I know these SH Monster Arts ones are really damn popular. So I should probably get me hands on some before I judge them too much, right? And here's Rodan. And I'm damn pleased with Rodan. So I'm very excited about this toy here, and hell, I might actually pick this one up. But I really like the way they went about with Rodan in its design. And of course it lacks in the feathers now, like the some earlier concept art images had feathers on them. And I think the skull and like the arch of its back and the way it holds its wings, I think this thing is awesome. And the skull is sweet too, bruh. The skull is something really nice. I think they did that right. Oh, look at, there's his back, and he has like a little, like a spade tail or something on him. Just looks like something that really could come out of a freaking volcano. But yeah, I really like the skull of Rodan. But what do you guys think about these toys, and which ones do you guys want to get? And say that I were to get one of these, which one do you think I should get if I do get one? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely, review these things if I get any of them, or I'll especially review the NECA ones, because I intend to get at least a few of those when they come out. But like this video if you will, subscribe to the channel, and more videos to come. Peace be with you.